Today we're going to read our first story from our book called Bedtime Tales. Let's take a look at the picture. What are tales? Remember, tales is another word for stories. In this unit, we're going to be looking at setting, characters, plot, and a moral. Here is the table of contents. Do you remember what the table of contents does? That's right. It tells us the title of each story and the page that each story begins on. Let's look at our first story called Mike's Bedtime. What page does that start on? That's right, page 1. Before I start the story, I want to show you some words that you will see in the story that have the A and I sounds, like we were practicing on Wednesday. We have plane, take, came, drapes, face, made, and tail. And for IE, we have Mike, bedtime, smiled, liked. Here are some vocabulary words that we will see in our story. Drapes. That's another word for curtains. Glinting. That's a small flash of light. For example, our lantern was glinting in the dark when we camped out overnight. And our last word is slumped, which means fell down slightly. For example, the students slumped when they found out the soccer game was canceled. Kind of like when your shoulders go down, you slump. Now, like I said before, we're going to be talking about the setting, the characters, and the plot in our story today. Remember, the setting is where the story takes place. Characters are the important people or animals in the story, and the plot is the problem and the events in the story. So let's begin the story. It's called Mike's Bedtime. Mike had his jet plane in his left hand. Zip, zing, he yelled. Take that, T-Rex. Just then his dad came in and said, Mike, it's bedtime. But Dad, Mike said, I'm 7. Can't I sit up a bit? Mike's dad said, not if the sun is down and the street lamp is on. Then it's bedtime. Mike said, but if the street lamp is off, it's not bedtime yet. Mike ran to check on the lamp and the sun. He yanked back the drapes. The sun had set. It was pitch black. The street lamp was glinting in the blackness. It was bedtime. Ugh, Mike said. He slumped and let his chin drop on his chest. Bedtime, said his dad. Mike limped to his bed and plopped down on it. He made a face that said, I wish it was not bedtime. Mike's dad smiled. What if I tell you a bedtime tale? He asked. Would that help? Mike did not think it would help much. He shrugged. When I was a kid, his dad said, your gramp would tell me bedtime tales. I like them. I'll bet I can still tell a lot of them. Okay, said Mike. I would like one bedtime tale. Mike's dad sat down on the bed and patted Mike on the back of the neck. This is a bedtime tale your gramp liked to tell me, he said. So second graders, for your work for today and over the weekend, what I'd like you to do is a few things. First, I would like you on a piece of paper to write these things down. I would like you to tell me who are the two characters in our story. What is the setting, or where does it take place? What's the problem in our story? And then what other events happen in our story? Take a picture of that and post it on Class Dojo. Then I would like you to find this page in your packet. It's page 3. It's called Mike's Bedtime. There are 3 questions for you to answer on this first page. I will read them to you now. Number 1, how old is the little boy in the story? A, 6, B, 7, C, 9. And then it says page. After you answer the question, you need to write the page number from the story where you found that answer. We've done this before in class. So you can look back at the story in the video. Number 2, Mike's dad said it's bedtime if A, the sun is down, B, the street lamp is off, C, the drapes are closed. Again, tell me the page number for your answer. Number 3, it was blank black. Was it A, catch, B, watch, or C, pitch? Again, put the page number. And then the last 2 questions are on page 4. I will read these to you. Number 5, why did Mike make a face? Go ahead and write your answers. Remember to capitalize the first word in a sentence and put a period at the end. And then write the page of where you found that information. And last question, number 6, what will Mike's dad do? Again, write your answer and then write the page number. You can take a picture of all of this work and send it to me through Class Dojo. Thanks a lot.